Yeah, spent over $1,000 in the span of 2 days. Amazon Prime shipping does not help at all. Well, better get to unboxing before Vivian gets home. Alright, first box from the pile, and doesn't look like they gave me a box for this. That's how they shipped my A6000. I bought a used A6000 on B&H because I promised you guys that there will be some A6000 contents rolling, because I know some of you guys are still on either that A6000 train or want to hop on the Sony game but can only afford the A6000. So don't worry, I got you guys. There's going to be some contents rolling with this. So, alright, this is quite an unusual unboxing. This is more like unbubble wrapping. So I got my USB charger and the strap. Get this out of here. Ah, there we go. Whoa, it's so shiny. Is there any battery on this? Yes. Oh, shoot. There is some battery. There's some battery. Took a little longer to boot. Ooh, enter date and time. All right, gonna be taking this out. Ooh. Wow, okay, there you go. Wow, it's pretty freaking fast. Holy crap. Locking on focus, extremely fast. So what am I gonna be doing with this camera? Let me tell you that in the next item. All right, so instead of using my giant Flashpoint Explorer 600, I am going to use the Godox 8200. They're both the same company, by the way. Not the same company, but the same. Instead of using that giant flash at Anime Expo, which is this Japanese pop culture event that I will be going to over the July 4th weekend, I'll be taking some photos of some cosplayers, and I'm not gonna shoot anything outside. I'm not gonna overpower the sun in any way because it's freaking hot. I don't want to be outside dealing with that, so I'm going to be mainly inside the convention hall shooting the cosplayer. So instead of bringing such a heavy setup, I'm going to bring this. So I think 200 watt is, I think it's going to be okay shooting indoors with some bright sunlight coming in. And whoever's going to be my lighting assistant, my mobile light stand, they won't be too tired out from holding something like this instead of holding something like the Explorer 600. So this is going to be good for that. I'm going to get the batteries charging right now. But anyways, yeah, I got this little mount for the 8200, and that will allow me to be able to attach the, this Parapop Glow right here, because it's also a bow and mount. It looks kind of weird right now. It looks like a sword or a jousting stick. I don't know. I don't think a jousting stick is what it looks like, but this is what it will look like all set up. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. There we go. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a good setup. All right, we'll definitely report back how this works in the 8200 video. Stay tuned for that. I have to turn on the AC because it's boiling hot in here. I've been shooting videos all day, so hopefully the sound isn't that bad. If it is, I do apologize, guys. I do apologize, but it's like, I think 100 degrees today. But it'll be a lot cooler for July 4th weekend, so that's what I'm happy for. Anyways, remember that, hold on, where's my thing? Remember my best APS-C lenses for the 6500 and 6300? Well, it has some really good reception, but there are a few people out there, and what I mean by a few is that there is a majority of you out there who are voicing your opinion that I am missing this very, very important lens, and that is the Sigma 30mm f1.4 for APS-C. So a lot of you guys have really championed this 30mm 1.4, so I decided to get it and shoot some portraits with it at Anime Expo with the 8200. So we'll definitely see how that goes, but woo, let's check this lens out. Now the reason why I didn't include this lens in the best lenses for the 6500 and the 6300 is because when I tested it out, in video mode, it makes that autofocus noise. But there are a few people on the comments saying they did not experience that, so I was kind of wondering if that may have been the unit that I was playing with in Japan. So I got my own now, so let's take a gander. Wow, really love how it looks. Very tiny, very compact, super, super dig the style. Let's go ahead, go in for that close-up. Wow. Look at that. All right, let's mount it up, see what it sounds like. Matches really well with the 6500. Oh, wow. Oh my good. That 1.4. Oh, that bokeh. Looks really creamy. I definitely dig the look of the 1.4 with the APS-C. Wow. I'm gonna shoot some portraits with this Anime Expo. And the reason why I'm not using a portrait lens like an 85 or a 55 is because it's gonna be way too darn close. There's gonna be way too many people walking in the convention hall. There's not gonna be enough space for me to back up and shoot a photo. So having something like a 30 millimeter, which is equivalent to like what, 45-ish? I think it's gonna be good enough. It's gonna be good enough distance. All right, let's switch to video mode and see if there's any autofocusing noise. I hear it. It's like an alien trying to communicate with me. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Let me pause the AC really quick. If this ruffles a little bit, I'm terribly sorry. Do you guys hear it? So yeah, that was the noise that I think I heard in Japan. Let's try the autofocus really quick, just because I'm curious. All right, the autofocus locks on pretty quickly. Fairly accurate. So the autofocus is not bad. Again, I'm gonna have to really test it out in the real world. But again, it makes noises in video. So if you guys have a 30 millimeter 1.4, if you guys can just test it out for me, if you can also hear that noise, please let me know. Unless again I get a bad copy. There are a few people who did say that they did not get any of that autofocus noise in video mode. So let me know. Definitely let me know. But this, just looking at what I'm seeing on my LCD screen, that 1.4 looks amazing. Woo! All right, so that was the photo portrait setup, but what about videos? So instead of shooting videos with the A7R2 or A6500 or the fancy lenses with the Zhiyun crane, I'm gonna be shooting with the iPhone, a smartphone stabilizer, the Zhiyun Smooth 3, coupled with a few iPhone lenses. Let me get into details. Mark, the co-founder of Moment, was gracious enough to send me these two lenses for free. I got the 18mm wide lens and the 60mm telephoto lens. They also have a fisheye and a macro, but I feel like I didn't really need those, so I opted for these two. And I really want to test these lenses out with my iPhone and of course the Smooth 3. And I think a lot of the pure photographers who watch me are looking for a simple video solution without having to reinvest in some video gear. Like maybe they don't want to invest $650 on an actual Zhiyun crane or a separate camera and a separate lens to shoot videos with. I think with something like this and their smartphone coupled with a few inexpensive lenses, they can still accomplish something really cool, maybe shoot some BTS of their photo shoot or even take with them on a personal trip. So the lenses were sent for free, but the accessories I purchased with my own money. This phone case is actually very necessary to mount the lenses. And if you guys are curious about getting the Moment stuff, I highly recommend getting the phone case with the electronic shutter. It just makes taking photos with your phone so much simpler. But unfortunately, that wasn't gonna ship until late July and I couldn't wait. So that's why I opted for the, ooh, this one's stuck. That's why I opted for the simple phone case. And I also got this cool little brown leather strap for the case. Time to upgrade my iPhone look. Can't get over the smell. It smells really good. All right, phone case on. Let's go ahead and attach one of these lenses to it. And there you go. This is with the 18. And whoa, this is wide. Whoa, looks awesome. Let me go ahead and take a photo of the behind the scenes right here. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna stay in this one spot and I'm gonna shoot another photo. So as you can see with the 18, it gets a lot of coverage. Let's go ahead and try the 60. Oh yeah, this one's a lot closer. So let me just back up a little bit. So the 60 will probably be good for portrait work. Maybe combine that with the, what what is it? The portrait mode of the iPhone 7 Plus, it might actually look pretty dope, but I actually don't have an iPhone 7 Plus, so I wouldn't be able to test that out. But what I could test out is with this, the Zhiyun Smooth 3. So let's get this set up right here. Ooh, the 18 added a lot of weight. So let me just try to pull it out. Oh, there you go. So it was a little left heavy, but the Smooth 3 can still balance it out, which is awesome. Okay, because the lens is so wide that you see this part of the gimbal right here, but that's okay. If we just angle it like this, we can still make it work. That is awesome. Again, with the review, I'll try out the Moment lenses and let you guys know. All right, so next up, I got the Manfrotto Twist Grip and the Rode SC7 TRS patch cable. Now, I was originally gonna use this and clip it to my phone to help counterbalance the left heaviness of the lens, but I don't know. I don't think that's possible anymore because I don't see it having too much room left to even try to attach this thing right here. Yeah, so there's just not enough clearance in between to actually squeeze this in. This little nub right here also blocks it, so... You see, if I try to mount it here instead, it will make it even more heavy. I was trying to put it here so it'll counterbalance it at least, but... oh well, I might have to return this because it's not gonna work. So my original idea was try to get this to mount right here, have this Rode mic attach on top, and use this cable right here and connect it to my iPhone with the iPhone 7 adapter, of course, and try to get some shotgun microphone action in. But yeah, I'm gonna have to not be able to use these setup right here. I thought I was gonna create some elaborate setup, but it's not gonna work. It doesn't seem like it's gonna work. So might have to scrap this idea entirely. And that's okay. Good to find out early on before I actually took it out with me on site and try it out. So good to test out. I may have to return this too. Alright, very excited to be shooting this weekend's event with all these new gear right here. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to follow the Instagram at JasonVMedia and...
How much stock did you get? Oh!
You're interrupting my shoot.